Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I wanted to let you know that today is a much better day than yesterday. Although it did come with trial and tribulation, it did come with moments of um, pain and pressure. It did come with bouts of being unable to move and a pain or a jolt running through my body, forcing me in a position that my body didn't want to go. And that was an eye-opening experience. But with each jolt that forced my body to move, like, I don't want to say convulsions, but it kind of, sort of, maybe, resembled that, because I would get this twinge and I would go right down, and my back would buckle, my legs would buckle, but it would force me to try to get back up again. And I spent some time doing that. And I was talking to my spirit team and, thanking them for standing with me and not having me, feel like I'm facing all of this, reoccurring remembrance of what used to be, by myself. And I do know that the last time that this happened, it was right in the beginning of my, journey, right after my body was healed from the parasite. And I understood because, my muscles were weak and they weren't used to supporting the weight of my body, right? I got that. And they would last, for like a week at a time, each episode. And thankfully they came far and few between. But this reminded me exactly of that. And I can say that with my positive mindset and my conviction and my positive affirmations and my I am affirmations and speaking with my spirit team and co-creating with the universe, not just for my health, but for other people too. Because if they could see that although maybe health issues could arise, but regardless of the reason why, right? Usually it's all because of mindset. But you know what? That's something we can dive into a little bit deeper. But I will leave you with a side note that I left you a book in maybe my posts from Louise Hayes. You Can Heal Your Life. You can heal your body, rather. And that was extremely insightful. And it filled in an awful lot of blanks. And that corresponded with everything Dolores Cannon taught me. Oh, my nose again. So that's definite confirmation that all of that is true and all of that is divinely led. Because every time my nose feels like it's being tickled with a feather, that's the divine saying, confirmation, keep going. Or it just speaks for me. In any event, what I can say is that today is absolutely a much better day, and every day gets better and better and better, and the episodes are shorter and fewer between, and the pain transmuted to power and prosperity and lasting pleasure, and the area tickled with love and poise and grace from the divine, from my internal universe, from my higher consciousness, and from my forward movement, my determination to continue forward, to regain but be better, so that I'm not looking to be a ballerina, although it would be nice to walk on my toes. That means that they're strong enough to support me. But what I do know is that whatever direction that life puts me in, the divine will always redirect and make sure that I clearly see the path I belong. Because my mission, my venture is grand. And I need both legs and both feet to hold my weight and evenly distribute my grace, my poise, my love, my light with each step I take, and put me on a path that I was always meant to be, where I am right now, developing, healing, guiding, showing in real time that when you choose you and you stick to that choice, that no matter what comes your way, you'll always be rewarded with positivity, love, and light. And you'll find it easier and easier and easier to see what might be coming and respond and not react, because that's high vibrational too. And when I was speaking to my team, they told me to look at the clock, and it was 12:11. Now I see variations of I see numbers all the time that have 11 in them. So usually they're, 3-digit numbers, and it's usually the clock that alerts me to the synchronicity. So last night I was up at 3:11. I was up again at 7:11. I was still up at 8:11. I looked at the clock and it was 12:11. And oh no, wait, I saw the clock at 9:11 too. That's right, I did. And I was like, okay. 11 is a spiritual number. It's also a numerology number. And it means that your veil is thin between here and there. That you could see, that you can hear, that you could pick up, that you are closely connected to the other side. Like your spirit team, the higher realms. And it's also a portal. And it's also a gateway. And I can understand why I keep seeing numbers with the 11 in it. Because I resonate in both places. I resonate with my spirit team, and I resonate with 3D reality. Maybe that's why I've been seeing so many different variations, alerting me to either astrology houses, right? Like your first house, second house, third house, right? Or maybe it's alerting me to a specific spiritual meaning behind the number associated with 11. So in this instance, it was 12:11 when I finally looked to see what that meant, right? Because then I was like, okay, wait a minute, so I should look. So that's listening to your intuition, following the nudges, encouraging you to stay positive and creative in a forward manner that's offering you growth and development, as long as you hold balance and harmony within you with most of everything you do. To hold balance and harmony within you for every single thing you do might be a little bit hard to achieve, because outside influences might try to throw a rock or a wrench into, your wheels. or, usually when rocks are thrown, it's through glass. But that's because those people throwing those rocks, don't think that that rock will ricochet and break their own glass and then break their illusion of what, they want to falsely hold on to. So, and that's another story in entirety. But I guess what my spirit team wants me to tell you is that with this veil so thin, that you might also have the ability to see, to hear, to sense. And you should make sure that you use all of your senses and rely on your intuition and your discernment. If you're ever faced with an issue that might sway you from a grounded, balanced, harmonious state within your core being. There you go. That was a mouthful. But they were determined that you hear that. So there you go. A message from the divine. From maybe even your spirit team. So if there's a situation that might be lurking or looming or might migrate your way, that might shake your foundation just a mite, just a little bit, just remember that your intuition, your inner knowing, your gut feeling, it's there to support you, to help you use your discernment. And soon, if reading energy or being able to figure out how someone is responding or reacting to any type of situation, dilemma, problem, mindset, regardless, right? Because, people talk casually all the time about crap, you know what I mean? But it could be annoying because maybe they're like shedding something that doesn't need to be shedded, because like they're projecting. There you go. So if something like that comes your way, then just remember to stop, to refocus by breathing, and regulating your emotions and calming your thought pattern and listening to your gut feelings and your inner voice. Even if it takes a moment or even three before you respond, it's so much better than reacting. And now that the veil is so super thin, you want to make sure that you stay on the positive side of whatever it is that you do. Because you are forging your future right now. Because since the veil is so thin, your team is watching you. And they're listening to you. And whether your heart is in a good place or a bad place, they're setting up your destiny for you. So make sure that when your destiny is set and your steps are ordered, because of you, your mindset, your way of accepting or denying, whether or not you choose to grow, develop, and evolve, or if you want to stay stuck and stagnant, that's the future that's being forged for you. That's the thought pattern that you're holding. So it's one or the other. Pick one. And then I hope it's the uplifting, forward motion one, and put your best foot forward. And if it's the stuck reality where you want to dwell in a world that likes chaos, we'll say, in every different form, right? Good luck. Because from what I can tell, that reality, that negative thinking, supremacist or controlling or wanting submission, if you will, through fear or misillusion or violence, that's really not going to be a good reality. So I'm going to offer you way more love and light so that you've got something, a little glimpse of the better side of life while you dwell in a reality that Might be a little bit hard to swallow or a little bit hard to breathe. That's what happens with low dense energy. So I certainly do hope that you are rising to the occasion and you are forging a positive forward moving motion within your energy, your field, your environment, and that you are growing, learning, and ascending. But wherever you are on your journey, I am always here to add light, to offer love, encouragement, and to tell you that you're not alone and you are loved. Loved by your spirit team, loved by your ancestors, loved by your higher consciousness, and even by your inner child, whether you acknowledge them or not. Because where we all come from, being light essences, right? Before we incarnate into earth, into bodies, we're pure love energy. It's freaking wonderful. Freaking wonderful. So truly, there must be something that you wanted to learn. If you chose to leave source, pure love energy, and migrate to earth to figure it out, to increase your field of knowing, understanding, evolving, growing, the whole package. So if you haven't figured it out, we can talk about it. Maybe I can help you shed some light. Go backwards, if you rather, and look at what you're good at. What did you shine at when you were a kid? More than likely, that's part of your talent. My lovely collective, whatever you do today, I give you strength and courage, balance and harmony, and a forward positive motion, that your future be forged in the manner and direction that you originally set out, that your higher consciousness is trying to lead you toward. Confirmation, my nose. Actually, the whole time it's like a feather, it's just like tickles. Thank you, Spirit Family, for helping me relay the message so that the masses, that the collective has the right information and pure positive knowledge right from the veil through me to you. Blessings, my lovely collective. I love you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.